Leo placements. Leo sun, moon, rising. Let's do you a reading. Leo, if you want a private reading, the link to that is in the description box. Let's see what we have. And that was quick. Let's see. Someone here from a faraway land wants something with you. Now, this seems to be someone that is from a different country, different state, city. They're not from around. They could have recently moved to where you live. And they want to be with you. And I feel like there is a forceful energy here, meaning they could be rushing towards solidifying the connection between the two of you. Why am I sensing like a red flag incoming? I don't know. Let me see. You are, in fact, advised to take this slow and learn as much as possible about this person, because they will try to rush things, which is in itself a red flag, right? It's kind of like love bombing. It's like, come on, let's be something. Let's be together. They don't want things to go slow. I mean, unless this is like a green card situation, you know, like some people would get married to get some papers done or get like papers fixed. I don't know. But there seems to be some type of benefit for this person to rush things with you. They do like you, but I feel like there is something else that they could be not really sharing or making it not obvious. And they're trying to rush things without seeming there is an agenda. But there is an agenda. The agenda here is the benefit that they can get through being with you. Now here's the thing. I feel like the universe is trying to tell you, hey, this is not a bad person, but this is definitely someone that you should test. And the test is not like asking questions and saying, hey, what do you want? Because that would be obvious and they would just fucking lie. But it's more like testing them to see what happens if you set boundaries with them. For example, this person could be saying, hey, you know, let's do this. Why are you stalling? Or why are you not wanting to do this? Blah, blah. You could be asking like, why the rush? You know, we have a lot of time to spend time together, get to know each other. So this feels like new connection. You could have already met this person, or this could be like, FYI, this is someone that's coming into your life, and that's the type of person they are. Now, this person is not a bad person, but they do have an agenda. And realistically, when you look at people, and you especially do like spiritual work, you understand that every person somewhat has some type of an agenda. Some are genuine, some are, you know, like when I say agenda, I feel like they are trying to accomplish something without seeming like they will benefit from it. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to think of an example that will explain this. But if you think about it, every person is looking after themselves in a way, right? And I feel like the universe is wanting to warn you about this, because if you rush towards what this person wants, which seems to be a relationship, if you rush, Leo, there could be things that you find out about this person that you don't like. And if you get in a serious relationship or you end up moving in, the hassle of disconnecting or breaking up with this person is going to be a pain in the ass. So this is like trying to let you know, it's like, hey, why rush? Get to know this person first. They might not be a bad person, but there could be things that you consider as a deal breaker. Because they do seem to be someone that hides things. And you know, realistically, everybody does, right? Not like the ideal situation is that you have a transparent person. But that's a small percentage, baby. That's not realistic. Every person is hiding something. But you need to know what they're hiding. Is it something you tolerate? Is it something you find reasonable? Or is it something that is a deal breaker? This is why it's telling you get to know them. Don't rush. Find out why they're rushing. Find out what happens when you create boundaries. Next time they say, hey, let's do this, come on. Just say, what's the rush? Why are you rushing? And see what they say. They can lie, of course, but you kind of need to tell them like, hey, don't pressure me. We're going to have to do this at a slower pace. I'm not comfortable with this. Because if they find you someone that is difficult and they are trying to accomplish something that will only benefit them personally, and it's not really about you, it's about what you can provide or what they can benefit from you. If they find you difficult, they will just find another person. Basically, the trash will take itself out. But if you are easy, you become a target to these types of people, right? So it's kind of like saying, hey, Leo, put it to the test. Create boundaries with this person and see what they do with it. Because they will try to guilt trip you. They will try to tell you, hey, come on, we have to do this. You don't like me. You know, there could be like gaslighting, guilt tripping here. Because I do feel like they're trying to accomplish something here. I mean, it could be, for some of you, it could be like a green card, honestly. But, you know, if it's not that, or it's not about papers or passport, then there is something here that they are trying to seal the deal for. Which is not a good start to start a relationship, right? Yeah, this is clearly becoming a warning. It's like, hey, don't get fooled by this person. Because getting out of this connection is going to be hard. I just heard insurance, so maybe you should get an insurance. For example, if this person rushes towards marriage, let's say, you should get a prenup or something like that, especially if you're doing well in life. And see what they say, see how they react. Even if you don't really want to get a prenup, just to see their reaction and see how they act. Because people will tell on themselves. When you ask the right questions, people will tell on themselves, even if they lie, even when they lie. Right? So pay attention. I feel like you should ask as many questions as you can and be skeptical, especially if you like them. Because it's easier to see someone for who they are if you don't really care about them, or if you don't, you're neutral towards them. But if you like a person, your brain will dismiss any red flags because you kind of want to be with them. Because they are showing up as the devil that is hiding something that will benefit them. And it doesn't, like, this connection feels very dry, Leo. It's interesting. I think I said that to you in the old signs that I published under New Love. If you haven't seen that, go check it out, because this just reminded me of something I said to you in that reading. Okay. But I do see that this connection is dry. It doesn't have much feelings. It's more like practical. And this is how they are, how they feel. You could be all emotional and loving and lovey-dovey, right? This is how they see this connection. It's like a means to an end, or It feels like there is something they want to accomplish through the connection. Yeah, it's a warning, all right. It's a very light warning. I don't think this is life-threatening warning. It's more like, hey, it's gonna be a hassle if you break up with this person later on. And yeah, by the way, you'll be very disappointed to realize that this person was just looking after themselves and they weren't really into you. You were just available. You were just a target. You were just a victim. Okay. The only honest thing that I see here is that they are attracted to you. They are attracted to you. And I do think that this person is not a bad person, but this is a person that is on survival mode. It's like, if I don't use you, I might lose my life. Not like life and death life. It's more like livelihood. You know, this reminds me of couples where they get married and they're only getting married for the social status or the social acceptance, or there is benefit from being married. Like, there are people that will actually get married because they will get like tax reduction, which is so fucking sad if you ask me. But people will do stupid shit as survival tactic, right? So yeah, okay. I also see that this person is going to treat you well as long as they get what they want. Meaning, as long as you keep supplying whatever you're supplying that they want, they will treat you well. If you are no longer able to supply them, that's when you see them in their true colors. That's when you see a different them. So, for example, let's say this is a gold digger and you are someone with money. This person is going to treat you well as long as you keep the money rolling in. The moment the money stops, that's when they show their true colors. Obviously, that's an example that I'm giving you. It could be something else that has a similar, like it's you know, to explain the energy. It seems like as long as you supply what they demand, they will treat you well. You might even believe it for a second. They might even mean it in their own weird way. But the moment it stops, that's when they're no longer going to give you that. This feels transactional. Honestly, this feels transactional. Whatever this is, it's like a transaction. Like, you know, when you see people go to a different country and they pick a partner that is in a less fortunate situation or living conditions, and they go back to their home country, and they have that person that was at a disadvantage, and then they give them a better life, and they will stay in that connection, as in, like, there is a transaction. It's like, hey, I'll take care of you, I'll give you a better life as long as you give me company, or whatever the person wants, right? So if you are someone that is appearing like you are desperate for a connection or company, you will be a target for people that are trying to survive or trying to better their life on your back or off of your back. I mean, it's not all bad, because I do see the fake moments that you will have with this person will feel real. I mean, they're good. I'll give them that. Because it feels like they will treat you well. But as long as you keep on giving them what they want. This is why I say test this person by creating boundaries. Because if you create boundaries and they have a problem with it, you know that this person is only there because they're getting something from you. I feel like this is dangerous. The only part of this that can be dangerous is where you fall in love with this person and they're using you. That's where it gets dangerous, because you will do stupid shit for the people that you love, right? You might even get to a point where you love them and you will know that they're using you, but you will do it anyway because you want to keep them, love them. So be careful. Before it gets out of hand and it gets difficult for you to get out, make sure you know what you're getting yourself into, is basically what I'm getting. The signs that I see here is Capricorn, Leo like yourself, Libra, Scorpio, Cancer. Strong Cancer energy, 2 cards for Cancer. These are signs that they have in their chart or in your chart. Leo, that is your first message. I'm going to give you a second message. The second message is intended for Leo extended members. The extended member, and I lost the plot. The extended reading, I'm going to give you, my brain's just started glitching. I'm going to give you a preview by giving you like a part of the first part of the second message to see if that message is for you and if you want to get the extended, okay? Or if you are already a member, it'll give you like a hint of the vibe to see if you want to join, not join if you are already a member, to see if you want to listen to the reading, okay? Damn, I messed that one up. Like, I say it every time, but sometimes I'll be like autopiloting too much. Let's see, second message for Leo. You have someone here that is not really all that. What I mean by not really all that is that they pretend to be more than they are. What's with the type of people you have around you? I do see that they have their guard up because they are afraid if you look into them, you will find out that they are not as good as they appear or not as good as they portray themselves to be. This person is very insecure is what I'm getting. They try to make up for their insecurity by being overtly confident, by being outgoing, outspoken, loud. I feel like they try to make up for their insecurity by being a little bit too much so that they can confuse you or other people so that they don't notice the insecurities. Yeah, they sure like to be loud. This is someone that will spend more than they have. This is someone that will show up and show out. But they don't really have the backing for it. Because, you know, it's like sometimes when you look at someone, you think, wow, they're doing really well. But what you don't know is that their bank account is minus. And they're in debt. And they're suffering. Right? Let's see where this goes in the extended. The extended link is in the description box. I'll see you there.